All right. Boom. Standard build. Let's go. Get a little comfortable. All right. We didn't name. Anyone got a good name? Let's just put Barty for now. Barty McFly is what we're going to call it for now. Barty McFly. Is McFly like MacGruber and stuff, where you have the MC and then capitalize the next letter? All right, Barty McFly. Let's pick a race for Barty. I haven't made an Necroan yet. Genasi's are cool. This is College of Creation, so what kind of goes with creating things? A more ancient race, maybe? I kind of like the idea of a Genasi. Aasimar is pretty good. I don't think they fit the class well, but we're not really worried about statistics as much as Tiefling could be good. Pelvis Wrestling? Oh, it's Pelvis Wrestling's son. I got it. I like it. All right, so we're going to go, let's do Tiefling. I've not done a Tiefling. If you guys want to switch to Genasi, I'm fine with that. Let's go with the Tiefling. Let's do... They get Dark Vision. Everyone should know what that is, but if not, in dim lit areas, you can see up to 60 feet. It's a good thing to have. Comes up all the time. Resistance to fire damage. That could kind of affect what spells we take. Infernal Legacy. You know the Thaumaturgy cantrip, which is a good cantrip. When you reach 3rd level, you can cast Hellish Rebuke, which is really good. At 2nd level spell once this trait. Regain the ability, finish a long rest. 5th level, the Darkness spell, another great spell. I like this so far. This is this is good. All right, we got our race. Let's go to our class. We're just going to pick one level in Bard right now and then go into our abilities. So we're going to pick Bard. We're going to go 3 levels at first, and then I'm probably going to move it up to at least 5, maybe 10. We will see. What's up, Eli? Welcome, welcome. We've not, we just got started, so you're coming in at a good time. We're doing a Bard, and we're doing the Tiefling race. All right, so Tiefling Bard. Let's go to our abilities first. All right, so we're going to manual roll abilities. Anyone has dice with them, go ahead and bring them out. We need 4d6. Roll 4d6, and I need to grab mine. 4d6, and take out the lowest roll. Get my old trusty red dice. As you can see, my son has taken a bunch of my dice, so they're not all there. So that's why they're my backups. But I still have 4. And that's really all that matters. All right, I'm going to go ahead and roll the first one. Nomar! Thanks for joining us. How's the pay-per-view going, Nomar? Is Double A still winning the stats? All right, first roll is a 6, and a 2. So we got a 14. Nice, solid, nice, solid number. We'll just put in strength for now. We'll put in constitution for now. We're going to move these around. Eli rolls us a 9. All right, Eli, we want that intelligence or strength. You pick. You want the 9 in intelligence or strength? Well, we know you like Adam Chance, Nomar. It's probably your favorite. I got another 14. Same exact roll. 2 6s, a 2, and a 1. All right, 9 intelligence. We do not have a book reader. Let's see what else we got. Oh, I did not send this out to my Discord yet. Let me post this in Discord as well. Oh, not good. 6. We got a 3, a 2, and a 1. And that's going to strength. We have a weakling who is not very smart, but that's good. We're going to come up with a reason why this person is not very smart. I'll bring up my Discord while we're doing this. That's not it. Look, I got people in Discord asking me if I'm going live. That's what I'm talking about here. All right. Let me post it in the actual Discord, then we'll keep going. Appreciate your patience, people. Perfect. All right. There we go. Adam Cole came out in a Master Chief chest plate. That's probably why they're chanting his name. Eli, you want to roll me one more stat? Since I know RJ and Nomar are not near dice. Oof. This is not good. Another 9. Can't be in charisma. Guess we got to go dexterity. This person is going to be all spells. A 9, a 9, a 6, 2 14s. And another 14. All right. This is an interesting character. A bunch of weaknesses. And then kind of strong mentally. Constitution, wisdom, charisma. For a creation bards. Okay, so, man, bad strength and dexterity, just physically weak. Why is this character so physically weak? This is what we got to have in our head while we're creating his backstory. What are his racial bonuses? I thought he had charisma. Yeah, 2 to charisma, so that's going to make that a 16, which is solid. A +3 is all right. Wisdom's +2, that's fine. He gets the racial bonus to intelligence, bringing his intelligence to an even 0 modifier. That's okay. All right, here we go. We are rolling. Let's go to our description and background. Okay, so our background. Acolyte, charlatan, criminal, spy. I'm not thinking he's physically gifted enough for a criminal spy style of background. Everything's got to be kind of cerebral with this guy. Entertainer, maybe. Entertainer and bard kind of, surprisingly don't stack well because bard pretty much takes care of everything. Folk hero could be interesting. Gladiator. Guild artisan. Haunted one could be interesting. Hermit, knight, noble, outlander, pirate, sage. Not making a good pirate. Sage, sailor, soldier, urchin. Urchin works. Hermit works. Kind of liking the hermit a little bit. Haunted one. All right, let's check out the haunted one. Okay. You are haunted one. You are haunted by something so terrible that you dare not speak of it. You tried to bury it and run away from it to no avail. Whatever this thing is that haunts you cannot be slain with a sword or banished with a spell. It might come to you as a shadow on the wall, a blood-curdling nightmare, a memory that refuses to die, or a demonic whisper in the dark. The burden has taken its toll, isolating you from most people and making you question your sanity. You must find a way to overcome it before it destroys you. I like it. Yes, he's skinny. He can't eat. He's anxious, depressed, can't eat, kind of stays inside all the time, so he barely even moves, kind of stays in the corner, stays in his room. Can't get access to books, so he's not really reading much. He's just working on his craft, whatever that craft is. Kind of puts all of his obsession into this one thing, whether it be music, poetry. We gotta pick stand-up comedy, very dark stand-up comedy, Joker-esque, maybe even a really bad hack comic who is haunted and a little psychotic. Arcana, investigation, religion, survival. Let's go with survival and religion. He's going into religion because he's trying to find something, if it's possibly demonic, or he's trying to figure out something to do, some way to get rid of this thing. What's happening, Mike? Oh, how's the new Batman? I want to see it. The wife doesn't want to see it, so I'm not. So I didn't go this weekend, but I'm going to go this week for sure. All right, so they create to help counteract the fear. Just kind of a control thing, right? Like, if I can, figure out a way to distract myself, and just kind of comes into this ultimate creation. All right, what language? I'm thinking something like Abyssal. Abyssal or deep speech? What do you guys think? Abyssal or deep speech? Let me look at the difference for sure. One of them is demonic. One of them is devilish. So, Abyssal with a 5e. All right, Abyssal is a language of the demons. So, let's look at deep speech. Deep speech is... It's a different realm. It's not saying... That's all right. We're going to go mind flayers and stuff. No, that's not it. Unless the mind flayer has control of his mind, we're gonna start with Abyssal, and if you guys think of a better one, we can swap it. So, it was more like Killing Joke or Batman. Killing Joke is great. The comic and the animated one they did. Fiendish and sea creatures. Okay, I gotcha. It was great one moment where it was, where this is, but that's really just it. Would recommend. Cool. Ooh, Long Halloween's a good one. Sweet. Well, that will be... I really like that one, actually, so that will be a good one to watch. What's up, Crick C? We are creating a haunted one bard who rolled some pretty bad stats, and we're gonna roll with it. Batman Year One was good. I liked a few different ones. Sorry. Okay, choose an exotic language. Now we can go deep speech. Draconic primordial. Sylvan, Undercommon, Celestial. All right, you know what? I'm going to roll for this, and this will be the thing that is actually haunting it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Undercommon. So something... RJ, you know about Undercommon, right? Yeah, this is all Underdark language. Anything in the Underdark that would be haunting our bard friend here. Man, I missed that one too. A lot of people missed that one. Okay, Abyssal and Undercommon. Undercommon is what's going to actually, where he's going to kind of be think that this entity had come from, and that's what he's trying to find. Heart of Darkness. Those who look into your eyes can see that you have faced unimaginable horror, and that you are no stranger to darkness, though they might fear. So very emo. We got a very emo tiefling here. Though they might fear. You know what? Do they already know? Do tieflings already know Abyssal? I'm going to switch it to Celestial until, because I'm pretty sure they already get that as a tiefling, but I'll have to make sure. Anyway, unless you have shown yourself to be a danger to them, they will even take up arms to fight alongside you should you find yourself facing an enemy. Sorry. They might fear you. Commoners will extend you every courtesy and do their utmost to help you. Interesting. All right, so that's an interesting background feature. That's kind of a big one for the DM. All right, time to roll for our suggested characteristics. I need one D8 and a bunch of D6s. Eli, can you roll me? No, sorry, Eli, you just came out. Mike, can you roll me? No, I'm mixing it up. Eli, can you roll me a D8? I'll roll a D6. So I'll go with the ideals. 2. I'll stop the spirits that haunt me or die trying. I think that's pretty solid. Works with what we want. Let's go with the bonds. The Underdark leads into the Abyss in some places. I believe that to be true, but I don't know. I'm just now getting into those books that go into the Underdark. My torment drove away the person I love. Ooh, I strive to win back the love I lost. All right, we're getting some personality here. So I rolled the bond is whatever this thing that's tormenting that he has to get rid of. The reason he's so passionate about getting rid of it is because it drove away his love or her love. We can roll a female character here too. All right, we got a 4 on the D8. I live for the thrill of the hunt. So he kind of likes that. He kind of gets a thrill from hunting this evil and figuring out where it's at and doesn't mind dying trying. But ultimately, it's so he can get back his love. Interesting. That's very, very interesting. Anyone else want to roll for flaws? Flaws is my favorite. This is the one that usually gives us the most. Well, we're waiting on the run. I'm gonna read through them, and then I'll roll it if no one else does. I have certain rituals that I must follow every day. I can never break them. I assume the worst in people. I feel no compassion for the dead. They're the lucky ones. I have... All right, Crixie got us a 2, so I assume the worst in people. I'm going to read the rest of them. I have an addiction. I'm a purveyor of doom and gloom who lives in a world without hope. I talk to the spirits that no one else can see. So we're going with, I assume, the worst in people instead of Sixth Sense, I see dead people. Man. Yeah, this is a pretty emo character. So let's go back through them. D8 was I live for the thrill of the hunt. The ideals were I'm going to stop the spirit that haunts me or die trying. The bond was that I would it was the lover one, wasn't it? What did I roll in that one? Yeah, dude. Crixie, very emo. Okay, I rolled a 3 on that one. My torment drove away the person I love. I strive to win back the. I mean, is that not a freaking Teenage Angst song? Like, the torment, the torment, the throat that drove my love away, and I will strive to win that love back, the love I lost back. Yeah, that's. And this is a bard. Do we have a Teenage Angst bard, like, singing emo songs? Wendigo Montoya. What's some good emo band leaders? We got Gerard Way, right? Is there any? What are some good emo band lead singers? Boy band beginning. So he started off in a boy band, then he gets haunted and turns to emo. What's up, O-Dog? He said the Rasmus. All right, I'm going to look up some emo. I don't know any of their songs. Who's their lead singer? They're German? No, that's what their event is. Okay. Look up the Rasmus. Look up Rasmus isn't a bad name though. Just Rasmus something. I'm gonna go with the emo band lead singers. All right, Gerard Way, Patrick Stump, Adam Lazar. This is just from Google. Vic Fuentes, Jesse Lacey, Burt McCracken, Frank Lero, Joel Madden, Billy Cullitz. All right. Let's go with, let's see. I can't even say that. Lori Yolin? Rasmus Radabastion? Who's the lead singer for Newfound Glory? Definitely going with Rasmus. For our name. All right, sorry, Barty McFly. We're going with a different name here. What's up, Emily? Lincoln Park. I don't want to use their name. I like Rasmus as the first name. I like Lincoln Park. Rasmus Pundik or Rasmus. What was the other one? Radabastion. I don't know. You're going to have to look that one up, Mike. All right. Chester Bartington. Nice. What's happening, RJ? All right. We're going to go with Rasmus. I'm missing the last one that started with a B. Pundik Radabastion. All right. I love you. Didn't have to retract your comment there, Emily. I thought it was a good comment. I just didn't want to use Chester's name. Love that guy. All right. Okay, Rasmus Pundik Radabastion. RPR. Who is a super emo Rasmus Ramstein. All right, now let's go super emo with our class spells. Okay, so let's go to level 5. Let's see if we get a level 5. Have some fun here. Asher Dark. That's actually really good. Stage name, Asher Dark. Because I like that a lot, actually. Okay. Let's get to our class. See what happens here. Proficiencies. Bagpipes, no. Birdpipes, drum, dulcimer, flute, glower, hand drum, horn, longhorn, lute, lyre, pan flute, Sean. Anyone who knows instruments better than I do, are there any of these that are very dark sounding? Maybe the viol? I don't even know what a tan-tan is. Songhorn, thelar, talkin, wargong, no. A yarting, or a zolkun. Yeah, viola is what I'm thinking too. A flute dagger, I'm definitely down with that. All right, flute dagger, viol. You got to have something. Never mind, bad joke. I won't do it. All right, well, we're doing both. We got 3. So flute, dagger, viol, and shawm. Isn't that like the kind of Middle Eastern Indian instrument? Which South Park episode? All right. We can pick the last one later. I'm just going to pick shawm for now. All right, we got 3 skills. We're going to go acrobatics, no animal handling, arcana, athletics, deception, insight, intimidation. He's got to try to intimidate people. I just feel like that's a super emo thing to do. So we don't need persuasion. Perception? No. He's all about it, kind of inner self. He's already got religion and survival. Persuasion, performance. Let's do performance. A Wargong shield. I'm good with that. Wargong. I mean, we had a what was that My Chemical Romance song that had the drums in it, the Civil War type drums. Let's see. No, not Helena. Black Parade? Was that it? Welcome to the Black Parade? I think that was it. I'm not going to play it because it'll go through. We're going to say it was Welcome to the Black Parade. Thanks, RJ. You're the best. Nature. It's all inner nature. I like it, O-Dog. All right, we're going with nature. Nature being himself. Medicine kind of works too. But spellcasting, all that is charisma-based, bardic inspiration, jack of all trades. Jack of all trades, super strong, just means all your stuff you're not proficient in is still solid and good. Bardic College, we're going to go... Where's my College of Creation? I know I bought it because I'm using it. Well, that's weird. And I'll pick my expertise. Intimidation, especially if it's a haunted one, intimidation sounds good, and let's go with performance. No, you know what? Should we go with religion over performance? I mean, his performance is going to be solid, and religion is kind of something he wants to go into. What's up? Is that Nami? Nami Branson. I got expelled from the School of Creation. I mean, that sounds like something emo person would do. It should be on this account because I made... All right, if I go to my... Let me make sure it's saved. Yeah, if I go to my characters... Trav is my bard. So this is the bard I'm playing. Let's go to edit. This is the bard I'm playing right now. Anytime. You know what? I might not have done the book. Let me double check. I may not have checked the right book. RJ, give him a twin with that he hears the voice of that he ate in vitro. That's applied him with the mind of his instruments. That's pretty dark. What's up, Night Honor? OG is in the house. Dude, what is up with my internet is crashing. It's all right, we'll back out. All right. So, Nami, we are doing a character creation for Dungeons and Dragons. And this is going to be a character that whenever I do my one-shot in a couple weeks, if anyone wants to play this character instead of creating one of their own, they will be able to. Is that what OG stands for now? RJ is dark, confirmed. You have no idea. The depths of that dude's head are fun. All right. Okay, there we go. We're back. I'm just going to unclick all these sources. Now, I bought just that bard by itself, so it should be on here. But now that we're refreshed, bard colleges. Still not on there. Man, that's the one I wanted to show you guys. Let me try one more time, and if it doesn't work, then I'll just choose College of Lore, because it's still pretty close. And College of Lore is what you're probably going to see the most of, and it's very solid. But I wanted to show you the College of Creation, because it's super sweet, if you haven't done it yet. All right, so here is Trav, Bard, class features, Bard College. See, look at there. It is Bard College of Creation. And I have just Homebrew, Magic, and Eberron content checked on this one. So I don't know why it won't let me open it up for this character. Yeah, so it's bought on this account, but it's not working. So that's fine. We will move on. Let's just go with College of Lore. I mean, is Dungeons and Dragons fun? It is super fun. It's my favorite game in the whole wide world. It's not just fun; it's very intuitive, and it's all driven by your creativity. But there is a strict line of rules that you still have to abide to, and there's actual gameplay and stuff. But then it's partial gameplay, partial role playing, and it's group storytelling, and it's a lot of fun. So, yeah. Please check it out if you want to try. I do one-shots for new people to just kind of give them a chance to get introduced into the game and watch how we're creating a character here. You can create it on dndbeyond.com. Create a free account. I'm not sponsored by them, but they're fantastic. So we're just going to go with College of Lore. Expertise, Intimidation, Performance, very strong. Bonus proficiencies. We're going to go with... All right, so Make sure I didn't miss anything in chat. How about a bard that had his tongue cut out and can only hum his songs? All right, we're going dark tonight, folks. We are going dark tonight. I like it. All right, so a mute bard who hums can play the viola still. Do you need your tongue for the flute? I don't think so. I think that still works. And drums. Looks like they might be doing midnight maintenance. I guess, because something's up, and that was already started. But that's fine. We can do this. What if when he sings, it's the voice of whatever is haunting him? Whoo! All right. That's why he uses instruments instead of singing. So sings or any kind of speaking. So his tongue is, you say cut out. Let's go with like a whatever entity like completely just seared or burnt his tongue off, and it's can't speak. Anytime he tries to speak, it's just this dark guttural demon speaking out of him. So he tries to communicate through song. So we definitely have to take some telepathic communication, right? Rather play D&D than any other game ever made. I'm with you, Night Haunter. It's great. My second favorite is Magic the Gathering, and then we get into some video games. So the rules mostly are for combat. Yeah, combat and then some interaction and role playing. Does the game make your brain hurt? It doesn't make my brain hurt. Usually once you play it, as long as you have a good game master or dungeon master for this, for D&D, they can give you a simple class, and it's on the job training. They start you off at level 1, and it's very basic, and then you grow with the game. Your character grows with you. It's a lot of fun. For flute, you do too. All right, I'm gonna trust you. I'm gonna trust you on that one. So we'll switch out. The flute is just a dagger. Then it just looks like a flute. All right, that works. His voice was stolen and replaced with whatever haunts him. Yeah, I like that, Mike. We're on the right track here. Right there with you. I have played Magic Gathering since the get-go. Oh, nice. We'll have to do some spell table games, man. That'd be great. Hey, I'll trust you. I'm friends with a ton of band geeks now, and I wish I would have been a band geek instead of playing football, because they were always playing Magic and Dungeons and Dragons, and they're in between, performances and whatnot. And I married a band geek, and her dad's was the band director, so they go deep. Nice. I'm a little jealous, but hey, I like my life. I like where it sent me, so I cannot look and regret too much. All right, so let's choose some skills for our bonus proficiencies. Well, when you join College of Lore 3rd level, you gain proficiencies with 3 skills of your choice. Nami, feel free to ask any other questions. If I don't answer them, the chat will definitely answer them for you. So, all right, we're going to gain some extra proficiencies now. I wanted to go medicine. I thought it was kind of fitting for some reason. Investigation, because they're searching for an answer. And stealth or history. I'm not seeing a lot of sneaking around. I'm seeing history or arcana. What do you guys think? History or arcana. Not really deception, because they're not going to be talking much. I might even need to take persuasion. Okay, we didn't do persuasion. We did intimidation. Intimidation works. We're still good with that one. I'm going to pick... let's roll a dice until someone says something. Odds, evens. We're going to go with history for now. We can go back and change it if we want. Cutting words. This will actually have a ton of flavor to it. Third level, you learn how to use your wit to distract, confuse, and otherwise sap the confidence and competence of others. When a creature within 60 feet of you makes an attack roll, an ability check, or a damage roll, you can use your reaction to expend one of your Bardic Inspiration, rolling Bardic Inspiration die, subtract the number rolled from that creature's attack. So basically, a creature attacks, and you say or do something that distracts it or confuses it, and it messes up their attack, and it might make them miss. And if you speak this just demonic speech that's coming from this kind of frail, skinny body, I think that fits super, super good. D&D has tons of memes. Feel free to look that up. David Parks, in your football gear, question mark? What are you talking about, my football gear? Yeah, Nahar's right. The good DM is the most important part. I've seen bad DMs ruin players. They didn't play for 10 years, and they joined a game with my friend or a game with me, and they really enjoyed it. So, big difference. Oh, Nighthawk OG. Yeah, so he's saying he played football, then swapped and into his band uniform, and then swapped back. That's fantastic. You think the Keyleth memes are the best? Feel free to link some. I don't think you can link in the chat. Ellie, what's happening? Bidet. Beep, beep. Bidet, good evening. What kind of character are we working with tonight? We are doing a bard. We're almost finished with it, actually, but I'm going to do a second. I want to do a Drake Warden Ranger next, unless people have one they want me to go ahead and post or create. But this is a very emo, very dark bard that we're creating here. Ability score improvement or feature. Let's just go with ability score improvement for now and buff up the charisma for now. And then at 5th level, Font of Inspiration. When you reach 5th level, you regain all of your expended use of Bardic Inspiration when you finish a short rest. Let's do our spells. Okay, people, I want the most emo dark spells that we can figure out. So let's add some spells, shall we? We have 3 cantrips and 8 spells. I believe it is 4... No. Is it 4-2-2 or 4-3-1? I'll have to look that up. Let's look at our cantrips first, then we'll figure the rest out. What's the half Orc Fighter, Crixie? Is that what we're doing next? Is half Orc Fighter? I'm good with that. It's a very good, strong basic class for beginners. OG's flexing here with his varsity letters. I did not get a varsity letter. I had a bad last couple years of high school. I'm a 5-year graduate. Went in the military, cleaned everything up, and came out and aced all my college courses. So, figure that one out. How about a ranger that just uses spears for melee and ranged? You know, I haven't done like a javelin, spear, or even trident throwing creature yet, or character yet. I wanted to do that with the Soul Knife Rogue, do like sharpshooter and stuff like that, but with his daggers, soul daggers. All right, what spells do we want? I like the idea of doing one that uses like spears and stuff as ranged weapons. Okay, that's what you want to run the one shot. All right, sweet. We'll do the half orc fighter next for Crixie. Can we name it? It's not a phase mom. What's Elven for that? Can you find me the Elven translation of "It's not a phase"? Find it. They used to do track and field. All right, message. Message is very important for someone who can't talk without demon speaking for him. You point your finger towards a creature within range and whisper the target. So it's going to still be a creepy... You got to whisper it, so it's still going to be a very creepy speech. But, yeah, definitely. Mending Mage Hand, Blade Ward. Vicious Mockery. I feel like just opening up his mouth and having this demon kind of mock things for him and make them hurt is good. So you unleash a string of insults laced with subtle enchantments. As a creature you can see within range, if the target can hear you, it must succeed a wisdom saving throw or take psychic damage. I like this one. Minor Illusion, I like that. Can you run a Harengon Fighter as well for the one? Yes, I think you sent me that already, right? I love that. I've only created one Harengon NPC, and he has not showed up in my campaign yet. But he is there and may or may not show up in the campaign. So most people haven't even run to that class before. All right, Minor Illusion. Yes, I agree. Minor Illusion. You create a sound or an image, an object within range of the last. For the duration, illusion ends if you dismiss an action. So you can create some sound or a small illusion. It's a great cantrip. All right, let's go to first level spells. We're going to do 3-3-2 because I don't know what the actual breakdown is, and it doesn't matter as much in D&D Beyond, apparently. Okay. I feel like Bane is a must. Bane is not only a great spell, but it's I think it fits the character. So basically, anyone that is affected by Bane, usually I either sing for whenever I do it. I always sing "You're So Bane" by Carly Simon, or I make the Bane voice from Batman. Is it Tom Hardy? Tom Hardy version. I think it's Tom Hardy. But basically, they roll to hit you or roll to do something, and if they're affected, they have to roll a d4 and subtract that. So it's a great one. What else are we thinking? Some damage. Something with damage. Insane in the Min Bane. Thank you, Ellie, for confirming. I'm so bad with names, but I love Tom Hardy. So, perfect. Detect Magic is, yes, very anxious, very scared. Detect Magic is good. That fits. I'm not seeing it. There it is. All right. Dissonant Whispers. I need something with damage, though, now, because we got Bane. That helps. Detect Magic is very RP. We need something with damage in the first level. Thunder Wave is pretty good. That could go with the voice. Kind of an unleashing this beast, and he doesn't really control it or direct it. El Jefe. Is that El Jefe? Can I call you El Jefe? El Jefe? McCarran. Eli Dissonant Nerds. Thank you for joining us. All right. Does Dissonant Whispers do damage? Yes, it does. Psychic damage. I kind of like the idea of psychic damage. You whisper a dissonant melody. Yes. That only one creature of your choice within range can hear, racking it with a terrible pain. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. Failed save. It takes 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction, if able, to move as far as speed allows away from you. It's kind of like Fear. The creature doesn't move into obviously dangerous ground, such as a fire pit. On a successful save, target takes half the damage. I love it. That's perfect. I mean, you can flavor that beautifully. So just that creepy demonic voice getting into someone else's head and dealing damage to them. Perfect. I think that's 3. We can do one more. Let's go and look at the second level spells. See what we got. Tom Hardy's probably vaxxed and wears face diapers. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Hey, once I get trolled, that means I've made it, right? William Slaughter, it's good to see you, man. Good to see you. Any new people? Hey, go and sub to my YouTube. I am getting really close to 1,000, and once I get 1,000, I'm gonna do a couple special things. So let's get there. And I'm at 945, 946 right now. So we're moving on up. We're tracking. All right, second level spells. I don't care about Animal Messenger unless he has like an emo pet that's his only friend. Cloud of Daggers. That sounds like a good one. Sorry, I didn't mean to learn it. See what it says. You fill the air with spinning daggers in a cube of 5 feet on each side, centered at a point you choose in range. Takes 4d4 slashing damage when entered the spell's area. We need a good area effect. Daggers, that seems kind of emo. Calm Emotions, no. Crown of Madness, maybe. Detect Thoughts. We want to do detect Thoughts. One human of your choice that you see within range must succeed a wisdom saving throw, become charmed. No. While the target is charmed in this way, a twisted crown of jagged iron appears on its head, and madness glows in its eyes. The charmed target must use its action before moving on each of its turns to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself that you mentally choose. I like that one. And we need something very RP heavy. What are we thinking? Mike, what haunts him is called the sickness until he's freed from it. His official title amongst those that are aware of his status is he who is down with the sickness. I'm okay with that. I'm good with that. I appreciate the support, Crixie. Get your loved ones, get your liked ones, get your friends, your girlfriends, your boyfriends, your thruples, and get them all to sub me up. Magic Mouth? Well, never mind. I'll keep it clean. You implant a message within an object in range, a message that is uttered when a trigger condition is met. Choose an object that you can see and that isn't being worn or carried by another creature. Then speak the message, which must be 25 words or less. So basically, you're going to enchant something to speak a message that will trigger on either delivery of message or whenever someone comes up to it. It's not great. Because you have to, in planning it within range, I guess he could use it to like talk, say simple phrases. Invisibility because emo wants to go invis to everyone. I like that one. Zone of Truth maybe to make sure that no one else is lying to him. Not bad with that one either. You can use it to trigger traps and magical traps. Yes, you can. They used it in Critical Role Season 2, I believe, near the end. Spoiler alert. Okay, so we got Zone of Truth or well, if we were doing College of Creation, I want to do something with a marionette, but that would actually spoil something for that game I actually get to play in. So let me guess, you're all here because your Magic the Gathering meetup got canceled. How'd you know? Mine actually didn't get canceled. We did my Magic the Gathering meetup yesterday, and then I won one game, so I feel pretty good about it. Man, a Porky's reference, Ellie? Really? A Porky's reference? How many here got that? I loved Porky's as a kid. Porky's reference. Wow. I mean, we've done some pretty obscure movie references, but I appreciate that one. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. Invisibility, or there was something else that was suggested. All right. Invisibility or magic mouth. That one's hold person is so good too. All right, we can roll the dice on that one. Oh no! Now my dogs are gonna be barking. We working? We online? All right, we're going with magic mouth for now. No shame in going up. Invisibility is a good one too. Hold person is also really good. Hold person is probably the strongest, but we have some other stuff, so we're good with that. All right, magic mouth. Let's learn it. That one's more creative. You got to be more creative with that one. So let's see. 3rd level spells. Slaughter. I'm here because I'm a trapper. I hunt Sasquatch. And trolls mostly. So I set a trap and wait for them to show up. Silence would be good too. All right, let's check out this level 3 spells and see if any of them kind of help us out here. Bestow Curse. I mean, that just starting off sounds right. You touch a creature, and that creature must succeed a Wisdom saving throw or become cursed for the duration of the spell. Yeah, let's go with the Bestow Curse. I kind of feel like we should go Warlock. Like a Warlock multi-class seems like it's in this character's future. We won't jump into it just yet unless we want to do like a multi-classing thing sometime. We can come back to it. Fear seems good. Tiny Hut is always super strong, especially if they're paranoid. I'm kind of liking Tiny Hut. And then we can either do Bestow Curse or Fear. Major and Menage attack, plant growth, sending. Do we have to speak for sending? You send a short message of 25 words or less to a creature which you are familiar with. The creature hears the message in its mind, recognizing you are the sender. It doesn't say you. No, it is. There is a verbal component to it, so you do have to speak it. Is Speak with the Dead on here? Because that is yes, it is. Thank you. Yeah, I'll look at Fear as well. Thank you, Ellie. Speak with the Dead. You grant the semblance of life and intelligence to a corpse. So basically, Speak with the Dead. You can take a body that's just been killed and interrogate it with a couple questions. I believe it's 3 questions. It might be 5. Let me not tell you wrong. There's a lot of answer questions. You must still can't be undead. The spell fails until 5 questions. So it was 5 questions. Tongues would for sure. Too many good. I definitely want Speak with Dead. That's just, again, pure emo. And then, do we want to do Bestow Curse, Fear, or Tiny Hut? You protect a phantasmal image of a creature's worst fears, which create a 30-foot cone, must succeed a Wisdom saving throw, or drop whatever it's holding and become frightened for the duration. I think both are great. I kind of like Bestow Curse more. I'm always kind of excited when they use that spell in Critical Role. Seems useful. Yes. It seems really cool. All right, Crixie's yelling for Fear. Over Bestow Curse. So we'll go with that one. They don't have to answer honestly, but this person is pretty intimidating and persuasive. So me as a DM, I'm gonna have you roll to see how persuasive or intimidating And you're like, oh, well, how you going to intimidate something that's already dead? You threaten its family. That's what Percy's done before, but other people have done it as well. So it works out. Mike, oh yeah, so that's a good point. Bestowing Curse is kind of like you're sharing the curse that's already on you. So one ability score, while the curse of targets, you can cause disadvantage on attack rolls, disadvantage on ability checks, or target must make wisdom saving throw start of each of its turns. If it fails, it wastes an action doing nothing. While the target is cursed, your attacks and spells deal an extra 1d8 necrotic damage to the target. I like that a lot. Oh, is it? That's a good point. It is touch. And this dude doesn't want to get within range. I think you just convinced me. All right. As much as I love Bestow Curse, we're not a Valor Bard. We're going to be, this dude is going to be hanging out in the corners. We'll go with Fear. I like Liamo's Tiny Hut as well, but we can always grab that later. Just because he always wants to, like if you're out on an adventure, is he going to go camping or is he going to need his hut? You know what I mean? Wait, that's why I need the chat. Give me, correct me where I'm wrong. See how we're doing over here. All right, we got some Twitch people joining us too. What's up, Twitch people? I'm just now getting started over there, so I'm glad to have your support. All right, there we go. That is our super emo Asher Dark, who was born Ramses Pundik Radabastion. Changed his name to Asher Dark whenever he became emo and haunted. I love it. I really do like this character. If anyone wants to play this in the one shot, please take control of this character. This would be super fun. RJ, how about you? If you want to do the one shot with us, I think you would play this character very well. Might just want to see if a spell could have the side effect of the Tiefling stealing someone's voice for a period time while their victim deals with the curse. See, what's the cool thing about me being the DM is I can make up spells like that and create custom spells. The birth name is something else. Well, I kind of feel like most emo people I know were born in upper middle class. Correct me if I'm wrong. They most of them kind of had like solid parents that were just not a broken family. And then then tragedy happens and they just don't know how to handle it. Yeah. So I may be going, too much into that, but so I want this person to be from a well-to-do family. Some tragedy happened. This curse, he's bestowed with this curse, changes his name to Asher Dark, starts writing poetry, hate poetry, and, playing very eerie, creepy songs. I love it. I think this is could be a really fun character. Let's add the equipment real quick, and then we'll switch over to our half-orc fighter. Do we have a name yet, Crixie? Just his whole name is Eugene. All right, there we go. Let's go to characters. Switching from RPR. Is Eugene the fighter, or are we gonna have to add that to that full long name? All right, chat. Crixie wants you to make his character for him. Let's go to the top. Create a character and see what we got. Standard. We're just going to come up with, we're going to say Crixie for now, and then, all right, we got a name already. This is not Not canon yet, but Altos Dexo. That's not really a half-orcish name. I think Dexo would be good. Let's just go with Dexo. I will say Altos Dexo for now. Names are up for debate. I'm going to write that one down since it's the first one that comes up. We going with a half-orc. Half-orcs have dark vision, which we explained before. You're able to see up to 60 feet in low-lit areas. You gain proficiency with the intimidation skill, which is great. When you're reduced to 0 hit points, you don't die. You pop right back up. Well, you don't go unconscious. You pop right back up. Super strong and underrated feature. In Savage Attacks, when you score a critical hit with a melee weapon, you can roll one of your weapon's damage dice one additional time and add it to the extra damage of the critical hit. So we want a critty character here. Probably Champion. Since Champions, I believe, crit on 19s as well. Dexo mini things. All right. Crix Mortis. Crixie Mortis. Alto Dexo. Just plain Dexo and Dexo mini things. I'm loving it so far. Crisscross gonna make you jump. Dexo Mac is gonna make you jump. All right, let's go to class. We're gonna just say fighter for now. Definitely want to get to at least 3 on fighter, which we're starting at 3 anyway. And then we're going to go to our abilities. Rolling. All right, Crixie, you want everyone to roll for you too? You get 1 roll. Crixie, give us 1 roll. Anyone else, get your dice out. Roll us D4, D6. Take out the lowest one. There we go. Where'd my other dice go? It's all right. O-Dog with dad puns over here. Dude, how did I miss that? For those who don't know, there is something in D&D called the Deck of Many Things, and they actually even used it in Critical Role Campaign 1, and I totally missed Decks of Many Things. So, O-Dog, I am so sorry for missing that. Thank you, Crixie, for catching that. That's amazing. If you run into my one-shots, you start off with a inspiration dice from me. I'll explain it if you ever play. Okay, so we got a 14 to start off with from the OG himself. We'll put that in Constitution, hoping that we get something better for Strength. A 12. We're going to go and put that in Wisdom from Crixie. Monica J. What's up, Monica? Monica J with the 11. Ellie with the 10. All right, we're running out of good rolls here. Okay. Dexterity 11. What are the modifiers? +1 to Wisdom, +2 to Strength. So for now, we'll put the 11 in Wisdom and the 12 in Dexterity. Ellie and Eli both with 10s. Intelligence 10, Charisma 10. let me roll one. All right, so dude, tonight's rolls are awful. We're so bad. Ooh, I'm not joking here. Let me see. So you guys don't think my roll is fake? I can't see if it's, hold on, my stream thing is not up. There we go. Do you guys see that? Excuse my dirty desk. There we go. We got a 6, a 5, and a 5. And I'm going to re-roll one of the 5s just to make sure. But I think I just saved your character, Crixie, with at least a 16. Let's go for 17. Oh, another 5. All right, we got the 16. We got the 16. Put that in strength is going to buff it up to an 18. That really, that became a kind of sketchy character to a very strong character. All right. that was a close one. All right. 16. Okay, so we got 18 strength, 15 constitution. I wish we could get one more in constitution, but that's okay. 15 constitution plus 2, 12 dexterity plus 1, and then where was the other one? I thought wisdom had a plus 1. No, constitution does. Okay, so I'm going to use the ruling from the Tasha's Hideous, or Tasha's Cauldron of Everything and swap 1 point. I'm going to move the Constitution point to... You know what? No, we'll just not give you a feature. That'll be fine. I kind of want to give you Great Weapon Master, though. Yeah, no negatives. Your Constitution is solid. Yeah, we'll leave it like this for now. We can swap it later. But this is solid. Plus 2. The big one is that plus 4 strength. That is going to be huge. All right, let's go to our description. All right, did we settle on a name? We had some good ones. Crixus Mortis, Crix Cross. If we were going to a more joke character, Nomar, I would be all about that. Dexo Many Things is great. We'll just go with Dexo. There's one other Dexo I really liked. That'll be fine. Okay. Background. All right, so good fighter backgrounds. I'm going to let you guys choose or we can roll for it, but good fighter backgrounds. Gladiator is always solid. You can have there's kind of pro wrestler style of fighting. Of course, I got my WrestleMania t-shirt on. Been watching AEW all night. We got Entertainer, not so much. Soldier is solid. Soldier's really good. Is Soldier in here? Yes. Soldier's really good. There's one other, and then Knight. If you want to be like royalty, which half-orc royalty is a little different. It's more like chieftains and stuff. I'd probably roll a d20 and then just cut it off at, if I have to re-roll it, if I have to re-roll it. There's 17 backgrounds, so I just re-roll in 18s, 19s, and 20s. Dexo Horcrux. Ellie says that's cute. Do you want a cute half orc? Nighthunter's saying soldier. I like soldier a lot. A lot you can do with that. And you said you had a respect for military, so let's go with soldier. Soldier has some really cool features, I think, that you can use. Skill proficiencies. Intimidation is good, but let's go with... They don't have athletics. You're probably going to get athletics somewhere else. So... Oh, you do. You already have athletics. Okay, so skill proficiency, athletics, that's your strength-based athletic stuff. And then history, investigation, medicine, nature, perception. Perception's pretty good. I kind of like perception. Soldier always has their head on a swivel. Stealth? Do you want to go with stealth? It's probably going to be pretty good because you're going to be wearing heavy armor, which means you're going to have disadvantage on stealth rolls. Being a half-breed gives you a good background to establish. Yeah, half-breeds are fun. I like half-breeds a lot. All right, should we go with stealth or with... well, it's okay. Insight is let's go back to this. Let's see who he is first. Because insight is like he's able to read people. Perceptions, he's aware of his surroundings. And then stealth he'll need because he's wearing heavy armor. All right, military rank, this basically means that you can kind of pull rank on people, on guards and soldiers and peacekeepers and stuff. I agree, perception is a good call. Let's do our background and stuff and just kind of see who the character is, and I think it'll help us out. All right. Somebody roll me a D8. Everyone else, get me a D6. So, Ellie, can you roll me a D8? And then three other people roll me a D6. And we'll go down the list. Sergeant Dexo. Well, I'm trying to think of what are good like half orc ranking systems. Of course, I'm familiar with all of our ranking systems, our human ones. All right, 2, 2, and 4. Okay, so still waiting on the D8. 2. So responsibility. I do what I must and obey just authority. That sounds like a good soldier. A good soldier falling into line like he's supposed to. I'm Crixie, that's going to be tough. A tough one for you to do, right? What was our next one? 2 as well. Someone saved my life on the battlefield. To this day, I will never leave a friend behind. You have a nice, honorable. This is so different from the emo character we just rolled. A nice, honorable half-orc soldier. D6 on the flaws. What did we roll? Okay, sorry, 2. So 4. So 4 on the last one. My hatred of my enemies is blind and unreasoning. I like that. We need to figure out who your enemies are. Who are you fighting in what war? And you're going to have a deep hatred for that. And then, Ellie with a D8, roll a 3. I've lost too many friends, and I'm slow to make new ones. There we go. Now we get a little darker. All right, I mean, this sounds like a good, solid soldier. Lost a bunch of friends in war. Obeys authority. Understands the importance of having, just obeying orders. Because if you don't obey orders, people die. It's a great quote. 10 points to anyone who can name that movie. Someone saved his life on the battlefield, probably while he was disobeying an order, and that's what really instilled it into him. Or her. I don't know what you want to roll, Crixie. And then all those people, all the enemies killing his friends, he has a deep hatred for whatever those enemies are. Kingdom or race, we can kind of figure that one out. I think perception does really fit with this character. Gaming set, I like dragon chess, but do you play any dice or cards? 3 dragon ante. Oh, but I love the rather eat my armor. Was that one of the choices? In the army now? All right, we got two good references. In the army now. Great move. Man, I haven't seen that in forever. Okay, 6. I'd rather eat my armor than admit when I'm wrong. That's actually a really good flaw. You're right. That's a fantastic flaw. But we're going with hatred. As disgusting as my existence is, you want me on that wall. Yes. You need me on that wall. Of course the OG would get it. It's an awful impression by me, but it works. Okay, we're just going to... Let's see. 3 dragon ante. I don't know what that is, but that's what you have. A 3 dragon ante set. Now let's figure out your class stuff. Yeah, if you gamble with any of those, let me know. I'll go back and switch it. Cards, chess, dragon ante, and dice. I mean, yeah, you could role play both. I mean, you can use more than one flaw. You can be a prideful, you know what's right, but you also have a hatred for enemies. Play both the flaws, man. I think that's a great idea. I think the flaws are more important than the bonds and stuff, but that's just my opinion. Okay, let's go with proficiencies. Choose a fighting, or choose ability as a fighter. All right, we already got perception. Survival is solid. Insight. I like insight. I want you to be able to read people. Animal handling. If you're a sergeant, you really don't need to be mounted or anything, so we don't need animal handling. Acrobatics, history, survival. I kind of like history. What do you guys think? Or survival? Let's go survival. You only bet on sports, so yeah, dice for D&D. I'll look up what Dragon Ante is too, because that's very D&D. Survival. All right, let's go their fighting style. Okay, here's the big one. I feel like this person is not an archer. I feel like this person is up in everyone's face. This is going to be a hard-hitting, crit-based character. Maybe even jump into some paladin at some point. Have some really big crits, but let's see. Survival is like making fire and stuff. There's fire, but it's also like directional stuff. Just living off the land. And that's a big thing for soldiers. If you get stranded and stuff, being able to live off the land, especially if you're doing like special ops and everything. So it's big. We did. I think we did a couple weeks of survival training out of a 6-week course. I think 2 of our weeks we focused really heavy on survival training. So sorry, Mdoku. All right, so 2 weapon, great weapon, protection. All right, I like great weapon or 2 weapon. I think both are really good. 2 weapon, you're going to have a chance to crit more, and the fact that you can buff that every time you crit, you get that extra damage dice. It's kind of nice. But let's go more with so that's mechanically they both work. I think 2 weapon fighter is actually going to be a little bit better mechanically. But let's go with more of what the character would do. This is a half-orc, strength-based character. What do you guys think? All right. Night Hunter is saying 2 weapon fighting, which I think the OG agrees with me about which one is better. But great weapon is, I'm thinking, feels more like it. So I'm going to let you guys choose. 2 weapon sounds fun. Yes, I agree. Great weapon, like Warhammer. Yeah, there's, I think the great axe is a D12 whenever you hit. Then the hammer, and I think those are the 2 big ones. We'll look at the weapons. I mean, you can have like an axe and sword with a 2 weapon, and that always looks cool. 2 axes look awesome. That's orcish. Some 2 hammers even, if you want to go that way. I think they all fit. So here's the nice thing about the 2 weapon fighting is you can put one of them away and grab your shield. So it's more 2 weapon is more versatile. And this is a soldier. This isn't a barbarian. So I think 2 weapon. I think you guys are right. I think 2 weapon. I think 2 weapon is the way to go. Like halberd's really fun. I want to make a fighter with like reach and stuff. This would change our feature as well. So let's go with 2 weapon fighting. I think we get to choose. Do we get to choose another one? Not yet. Eventually, we're going to get to choose another fighting style anyway. So I think it's level 5. So we're not far away. All right, second wind. We're going to 2 weapon. I think the chat is right, which is usually the case. I got to stop doubting you guys. You have a limited well of stamina that you can draw on to protect yourself from harm. Basically, you get to kind of heal yourself once every short rest with a 1d10 plus your fighter level. Yeah, sometimes you need shield to hold folks off, especially if you're really concerned about helping your friends, which are your brothers in arms, which it feels like this character is. 100% up for wants to help fight, do damage, hates the enemy, but also wants to protect and stop losing brothers in arms. I think it fits. I think it's the more tactical play, and this person seems wise enough and tactical enough with a little bit of rage in them. All right, Action Surge. This is one of the greatest things alive. Starting at second level, you can push yourself beyond your normal limit for a moment. On your turn, you can take one additional action. So you just get to attack more, and it's nice. You turn into Blinken from Robin Hood Men in Tights whenever he's attacking that pole. That is what Action Surge looks like in my head every time I take it. Mid-martial archetype. Battlemaster Champion Eldritch Knight. I feel like this is a champion. Battlemaster is a little more complex. It's a little more tactical. You get to use these dice to trip somebody or disarm somebody. Champion is all about critting. This seems like a good character to do some crits with. And if you are a little newer to playing, I feel like Champion is easier. Learn everything else. And then Eldritch Knight has kind of magic and stuff in it. Achilles and Troy, yeah, 100%. All right, OG's saying Champion. I think Champion. You guys like my pink cup? That's my favorite color of pink. It's not my favorite color, my favorite shade of pink. Up chat, we're saying Champion. I don't see anyone disagreeing with us, so we're taking it. And then, so this is Champion. Beginning when you choose the archetype at third level, your weapon attacks score a critical hit on rolls of 19 or 20. Here's why this is great. You're going to be attacking 4 times every turn. Once you're also going to be level 5, you get extra attack. No, 4 you get 4 or 5 you get extra attack. So you're going to be able to attack 6 times a turn. And that's 6 chances to hit a 19 or 20 to get those extra dice. It's going to be a lot of damage. It's going to be fun. You're going to have really big turns. Yeah, DPS machine with still an ability to defend. You're going to still have that shield you can bring out pretty easily and still be tactical enough, but you're going to be a DPS machine. It's going to be great. Yeah, Eldritch Knight does not fit his character. Ellie is 100% right. That's why I kind of brushed over it, just for people who didn't know what it did. It's a fun class. Really fun class. All right, there's a level 3 character. See, fighters are easy. You don't got to pick spells and stuff. Martial classes are simple. You don't got to worry about spells. Really, you're going to be doing a lot of swinging. So you're going to be able to focus more on who the character is, what he's doing. This is a really good newer player build. 100%. All right. So I think let's double check. Go over what we're doing here. All right, Dexo. You can choose one of those last names. I think there's a bunch of good ones, but Sergeant, just do Sergeant Dexo. Sergeant Dexo. Half orc. Fighter, level 3. Champion fighter. Lots of damage. With the 18 strength, so that +4 is going to come in handy a lot. Oh, we haven't done your equipment yet. Dexterous enough. Good constitution, so your health should be solid. It's not a great constitution. Charisma, not great. You're not a real big leader. Wisdom is fine. Once you get your buffs to that, you're going to want to buff that one up. And intelligence is fine. You're not weak in it, but mostly you're just strong and hit hard and are pretty tough. Dixo Reinhardt. Hey, if that's what you want, man. Your character. That is what I choose to play. I just want to kill things with fire. That's why Sergeant, not a great leader, but tough and respected. Yeah, Night Haunter, you're on point. I was more utility and battlefield control, but always had a fireball in the back pocket. All right, let's go to our equipment. Chainmail. Really no question on that one. 2 martial weapons. Martial weapons and shield, 2 hand axes. So let's go with what weapons do we want? We're gonna get the shield. We can look at some martial weapons. We can use a hand axe as our offhand, I believe. So what are we thinking? You also get a dagger or broken blade or piece of a banner. I feel like a piece of a banner or a broken blade. Let's go with a broken blade. This is your enemy's broken blade that you keep in your belt as a reminder of this grand enemy that you slayed that killed, one of your good friends in some battle. And a set of bone dice. That sounds good. All right, so 2 hand axes. Let's go with the Dungeoneer's pack, and let's go 2 martial weapons, and we'll buy a shield with our starting money. So we want what kind of axe? What kind of axe can we use on our? I always mess up the 2 weapons. Is it a war pick? What is a war pick? Let me pull this up. Nice. I like that. I'll bring it over. All right, this is the war pick. So anyone needs to see it. That's what a war pick looks like. I think that's great. I think it's really cool. You want 2 war picks? You want an axe and a war pick? What are we thinking? Yeah, war pick's really cool. And then we can go with Trident's really fun. Doesn't really fit this character. Double-Bladed Scimitar is cool. Morningstar, Maul. Sword, you can just pick one of the swords. Flail. Flails are cool. Longsword, glaive. I mean, there's some really cool weapons here. So you have hand axes to throw that are actually thrown weapons. I didn't see if I didn't say if the war pick has the thrown. We'll check that at the very end. Battle axe. All right, we'll go with battle axe. I'm gonna trust the OG on this one. Yeah, and I'll add a shield too. So add starting equipment. Sorry, add items. I think that's it. So we'll just go with the shield. I can spell. I promise. We're gonna add a shield as well. So we're gonna buy a shield. Perfect. All right, let's check out your character. You can throw, but it'll be like, it won't be very effective. It's going to be harder to hit stuff with. Let's take a look at the weapons, and we can take a look at their. All right, so battle axe, right here. It's just slashing, so you can throw it, but it'll be like hard to hit. Probably disadvantage if I remember correctly. Yeah, great job, chat. I think those are 2 fantastic characters. Dexo is super good for a beginner. Really good and you can, with a fighter, the more you level it up, you can really get more intricate with it. So it's fine. Or you can multi-class with it. So it's fine. This is a really good start. Then with our emo character, I think it's just fantastic. I think it's a lot of fun. All right, equip the chainmail, the shield. Let's look at the war pick. War pick is piercing, so that'll be the same thing as far as throwing, but you have 2 hand axes, and oh, there it is. Yeah, so if you look at the hand axes right here, it says properties light and thrown, and I believe. Let me check what the 2-weapon fighting feature says. All right, 2-weapon fighter. When you engage in a 2-weapon fighting, you can add your ability modifier damage to the second attack. So I believe you have to have a light weapon as your offhand. Am I correct on that one, Night Haunter? Yeah, hand axes are more suitable for throwing because it has the thrown ability to it. Yeah, you can totally get some hand. You can kill someone, take the hand axe, and throw it at somebody else. Rhinoheart. You can also go into, if you want to go more into the anger and rage side, you can start getting into Barbarian. And with the Barbarian, you actually get extra attacks when you kill people. So it could go really fun. Okay, let's, all right, any other questions on, okay, that feature, that's what I want to look at. I'm going to have to look, I'm pretty sure that's the case. You have to have, I think you have to have a light weapon as your offhand. But I'll double check that at a later time and place. Yeah, this is a cool character. This is going to do a lot of damage. A green Achilles. Yeah, I don't know how, like, he's tough enough. 18 AC with your shield is strong. 18 AC is going to, special level 3 is going to dodge most things. But it'll drop to 16 when you're dual wielding. And 16 is still solid. You can still get up in the fray. Plus you got the extra healing with second wind. And you have, once you go unconscious and drop below 1, you pop right back up again. So you're going to have a very resilient character. Stabbing, and hey, I would use that. I mean, we can grab you a sword too, so you can stab people through the trap, like Achilles and that. I can never think of his name, but the dude, he wrestled WWE for a little bit, and in Japan, he's been in a couple other martial arts movies. Big bald dude. Yeah, Terminator is a good medieval green Terminator. That's the other question. You want to go full green with it? Some go some go green, some go tan. We can figure that out. But yeah, all right, there it is. There is Dexo. There is what was our other character that we created? Let's go to characters. All right, green with full I love it. Going more on the orcish side. More of a 3/4 orc than a half orc. So we made Dexo and Rasmus Pundik, Radabastion, it was something dark. Changed name to Asher Dark. Yeah, I think it's great. Was there anyone else in here? Because Ellie, you said you have a few weeks before you can play, right? Is there anyone else in there that is interested in playing a one-shot? It might not be the first round. I might bring you guys in the second round for one-shot. So if anyone wants to play a one-shot, let me... I'll put my Discord out there real quick. And you guys can join me on Discord, message me on Discord. So let me get that information, and then I'll end this stream after that. We already got a good few people in our Discord. Has some really good long chats and whatnot. That's one thing I learned a long time ago. War pick, even against dragon scales, is a beautiful thing. You guys want to roll more? Who wants to roll one more character? Type in 1 if you want to roll one more character. I can make a poll if I need to. You guys do that while I am looking for. I always struggle to find my link. I might. It's probably faster for me to go to the other stream and find the link from there. Yeah, it's fine if you don't know when you'd be free yet. But Mike, did we not add you on here already? If someone that has me on Discord, can you do me a big favor and pull my... Because I can never get it on my profile on here. Pull my link to my to the Discord. Question to the chat. When trying to pick my spells, having trouble deciding between Charm Person and Detect Magic. For this, honestly, I would pick Charm Person. But Detect Magic is good too. Like it really like Detect Magic. So in a party, I feel like only one person needs Detect Magic. And I don't know, Charm Person it's interesting because I'm pretty sure Charm Person, once the effect is over, like so you can get the information you want. Once the effect is over, they know you've charmed them. Just my username. I don't. Does the server link work for bringing people in? Because I have the server link. I guess I can do that. I'd kind of want. I'll go ahead and send the server link. No, let's my personal info, and then I'll kind of vet people and then put them in the server link. I don't want to put the server link on here because I do have people that have kind of sensitive information, not super sensitive, but right. Yeah, Ellie, with this campaign, I mean, even if you want to leave it blank for now, it's going to be really dependent on just what your character wants. I think they both have their merits, but they're both kind of niche. They both have a very specific thing that they do. Detect Magic is great in situations where you're trying to figure out if something is like magical lock, like a lock or something, or even a creature, or someone's hiding something magical. Charm Person is really good for getting information from somebody who you don't mind hating you afterwards. Yeah, Odog, just my server name would be awesome. Yeah, so that's the Roll20 link. I need my server name. Yeah, because it's supposed to be in my settings in my account, but it's not showing up. So, user profile. Oh well. Yeah, my whole thing is locked down for some reason. So someone would share the link to my username or whatever, so I can add some friends, or just post yours in chat if you're comfortable with that, and I can add you. That way, we got 2 people. Thank you, Odog. Appreciate it. All right, let's make another. Anyone need a character made? We'll do a quick 30-minute one. Anyone need a character made? If not, I'm gonna do that rogue, if I have access to the rogue. All right, let's add create a character. Gunslinger. Let me see if I have. I don't know if I have access to a Gunslinger. Let me check. Is Gunslinger its own? See, when I started, Gunslinger was an Unearthed Arcana. Is it an Artificer now? Or is it still a Wizard? Because it was a Wizard under Unearthed Arcana. My only Wizard, or my only Artificer I have is not a Gunslinger. So I'll need to buy one of those later on. Where the heck is the subclass? Is it a fighter? All right, let's go check fighter. Fighter's Gunslinger. Okay. I know the Percy one is Gunslinger. Is that... All right, fighter. It would be 3 martial archetype, Battlemaster Champion, Eldritch Knight. Okay, so I'd have to buy Gunslinger. Is that Wild Mount? Is that the Drow Gunslinger classes? The unofficial guide to Wild Mount. This is unofficial material. I don't want unofficial material. I need the official stuff. I could look at this, though. If I can't buy it, I'll look at this one. Okay, this is the only thing I'm seeing. Drow Gunslinger monster and then Gunslinger... So, guns in my universe are a little weird. Basically, there was a civilization that was 120 years prior to what's going on in my universe right now, was sunk to the sea, bottom of the sea, and it had vast amounts of technology, including magical guns. So all the guns that are in my universe are actually more like boomsticks. They're magically based weaponry. So I don't have gunpowder and, controlled explosions at that level yet. But so any gunslinging stuff would be magically based. And we can look at this class though. What source was that from? There it is, Gunslinger Fighter. These game mechanics are usable in your campaign if your DM allows it, but not refined. All right, I'm trying to make sure this is a... Okay, so how do I buy this then? You guys can figure out how to buy it with me. Okay, this looks exactly like the Unearthed Arcana one. So, but yes, Crixie, I have it in my universe somewhere. We've had one player roll one. It was all magic based, and it's kind of like a RoboCop. Was basically the we did a medieval fantasy superhero campaign. So all the characters were based off of superheroes, or at least anti-heroes. And so he chose RoboCop. We had someone based off of Colossus. We had someone based off of Flash. Like it was a good campaign. It was really fun. It was a short campaign. I started them all off at level 10, so they felt strong and had cool things. Because I don't want superheroes feeling like they were barely stronger than normal people. Yeah, sorry, I'm searching here. So Gambit, we didn't, but I'm working on a Soul Knife Rogue that I'm basing off of a mix between Gambit and Nightcrawler right now. And I really, really like it. So Gambit, because basically the soul knives are flavored as cards that hit and explode. And then like if I use like ice knife and stuff, that's going to be flavored the same way. And then Nightcrawler, because you can throw the knife into like the roof and then teleport to the knife. Super fun. Okay. I'm struggling to find the to purchase the Gunslinger, so let me do that off stream if you don't mind. I'll try to have it unless it's in Dragon Heist. I thought it was Guide to Wildmount. But I'll see if I can purchase it at a different time if it's not in this. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Monsters, no. Classes. Yeah, this one's mostly monsters. Let me check God the Wireman. Where do you guys see Ravenloft? No. There's so many books. Remy LeBeau. A good friend of mine named his dog Remy LeBeau. Yeah, love Gambit. Explorer's Guide to Wildmount. There it is. I had the first word wrong. His romance with Rogue and the cartoon was way better than the animated series for X-Men was fantastic. It was very long going back and watching it, but it was fantastic. Okay. Subclasses: Echo Knight, Fighter, Crunchy Wizard, Dunamancy. Nope, no fighter in here. I guess this was campaign 2 stuff, not campaign 1 stuff. That's all right. If you guys don't mind, I'm gonna just do that rogue, and then next time if I can find the fighter, the gunslinger, then I'll purchase that for you guys. I had a gray and orange tabby a few years ago. We called Gambit. He had a knack for chaos and yet always being lovable. You gotta love the chaos. It's like Fern, right? All right, we're gonna do the Rogadoo. Create the character. Standard. Well, let's see if we even have access to it. D&D Beyond. So the basis for this character is the luckiest character that we can create. So we're gonna go with halfling. But let's make sure that we have access to the Rogadoo, because I did buy this. Level 3. Rogus archetype. Soul Knife. Boom, we got it. Okay, so we're going to go with race. I do need help with the name. Rogue, not rogue. Bad spelling. My character flaw. Spelling on names is the worst. I don't fault anyone for you can't memorize how people spell their name until you learn how to spell their name. Okay, so we're going to go with a class I've surprisingly never actually been able to play. We're going to go with the halfling. So Lightfoot gets what? So Lucky is the big reason we're here. When you roll a natural 1 on a d20 for attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, you can re-roll the die and must use the new roll. So this is amazing. Does anyone know? So Nighthunter, especially you, it says you must use the new roll. Would you allow luck to be used, the feature luck, with the re-roll of halfling luck, or with lucky? If I said that perfectly. Naturally stealthy, halfling, nimblest, brave. I think this is the one we want to go with. I think this one gives us dexterity. Let me check the abilities. +2 dexterity and +1 to charisma. This is what we want. All right, this dude is going to be... Let's roll some abilities. 46. Drop the lowest number. Tell me what you got. Where'd all my red dice go? That's right. I'll use the 3 I got left. All right, I'm missing what chat's going on. Blackmouth, Cure Dog, Rogue, not Rogue. Marketo Trexon? Is that a name suggestion? Toodles? Oh, man. That brings me back to Hook. Are you calling Toodles? Well, I guess he was just a Lost Boy originally, right? I like Toodles. Toodles is good. All right, abilities. So we got 10 for the first one. Really, Crixie? This is my character. You're going to do me wrong like that. I sat there and got a 16 for you. You're going to give me a 10. All right. All right, roger that. Roger that. Ellie gives me a 14. Wait. I missed Night Hunter. 656. There we go. 17 on the dexterity. Then a 14. Let's go with Wisdom, Constitution, Charisma. Let's go with Charisma for now. This character is going to kind of be playing a big gambler, so I want Charisma. Lou Toodles. This is the diamond. Yeah, no, it's all right. OG saved the day. And then Monica hit me with... There we go. Monica hit me with a 15. Ellie hit me with a 14. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, this is already a lucky character. Look at this. Already a lucky character. Do we want Constitution with the 14 or Wisdom? I kind of like Wisdom here. I'm gonna go a little squishy. Yeah, no, chat rolled you 2d10, so you're getting back in the chat. Beautiful. All right, I'm gonna roll one, and then we need one more. So 10, 17, 14, 15. I hope my DM lets me use this character. I can have proof. I just rolled a 16. I don't feel like I should use a 16. So someone else, that's just too strong. I'm not going to go with that. I just rolled, this is the luckiest character. I just rolled a 16. That would be 14, 15, 16, 17 on one character. That's broken. I'm not going to go with it. Please, somebody roll me two smaller numbers than 16. I would love to have a great intelligence, actually. Play a character with some good... There we go. Crixie coming in clutch with a 3. You got... So, what was your fourth numbers? Was it... So it was 1, 2, 1, 1? That's ridiculous. All right, what? A 3 Constitution? Or swap it with strength. I can't be that weak. I can be weak. I can't be that not tough. But that would I can't put it on an intellect. What's up with these rolls? I'm gonna take the 18 on dexterity since I've dropped to 16. I'm gonna take the 18 on dexterity, and then I'm gonna take Monica's 11 on intelligence. And here's what we do. This is going to be so bad. This is going to be a very... I'm putting the 3. I'm putting the 3 on there. I'm going to do the 3 on Constitution. This character is going to be very fragile. And incredibly dexterous, very fragile. Dennis Jensen, what's up, Dennis? You know, I'm gonna use yours for the 8. Since this is the first roll I've seen you do. So welcome to the chat. Welcome to the characters. 6 not a 3. I thought it was 2-1-1. Was it? Oh, it's 3-2-1-1. Okay, 6. Still, that still works. I got what you're saying now. Yeah, Hunter is rolling great. Okay, so we're going to go with 6 Constitution, 8 Strength, 11 Intelligence, 14 Wisdom, 15 Charisma, that's going to be buffed, and 18. And that 6 Constitution is going to come into play very big for the character. So -4 Constitution. This dude can't drink nothing. This dude can't get hit by nothing. He's not very strong, but he is nimble, +5 to dexterity, +3 to charisma. He talks his way out of everything and has a lot of street knowledge. I love this. I kind of wanted that 3 in the Constitution. I'll let you guys decide if you want me to switch that Constitution from a 6 to a 3. Let's go to our description. This dude is going to be a criminal. I've already decided if you guys are okay with that. Criminal and spy. With luck, and it just seems kind of a little, not slimy, just very shifty. Shifty character. Not a bad guy. I'm not going to make him evil, but he's going to, with all that luck, he's got to be running his own game. Yeah, we'll keep 6. We'll listen to the dice. That's -4 is fine. It's we're gonna go with playing cards. This guy is going to run like a 3-card Monty scheme and use his luck to make sure he wins and take those winnings to the casinos. Tool. Let's go with the dice set. Criminal contact. Okay, so I have a reliable criminal contact. So either someone on the inside or a boss I work for that I can get information from and kind of feeds me stuff, and I benefit him somehow as well. Maybe, what are those people called that basically flip the stuff that you steal? They're in Skyrim, and I can't think of what they're called. But you steal something, and you can kind of sell it to them at a much cheaper price. What's Rivers 14? Is that like Ocean's 11? Information broker? I like that. Illegal arms dealer? Offense. Crixie, you're the man. Always coming through. Offense. That's what I was thinking of. All right. His criminal contact, I like to think of that as like offense. Suggested characteristics. All right, let's roll. Dennis, do you have a D8 handy? If you do, would you please roll me the D8? And then 3 others, give me a D6. Yeah, OG, of course, also knows that it's offense. Basically a money launderer, right? But for stolen goods. That's basically the idea. All right, so Rivers 14. Let's name him Rivers for now. No, we got Toodles. I like Toodles. Rivers will be his contact. Let's put that in the notes. There's notes down here. Allies. Rivers. Rivers 14 is his fence. Whoa. What just happened? All right, characteristic. Let's go. We got For the first D6 is a 5. My personality traits. Oh, I choose 2. No, that's D8. I need 2 D8s rolled. Personality traits. 5. People, I'm loyal. People, I'm loyal to my friends, not to any ideal, and everyone else can take a trip down the Styx, like the rivers Styx, right? For all I care. I like that. That fits. Loyal to few. Your typing is great. Offense takes stolen goods and recirculates them into the system while laundering criminal money. Yeah. Roll my silver and gold die. I appreciate that. All right, Monica gave me the D8. We got a 3 on the D8 and a 5 on the D8. Okay, so first one is a 3. The first thing I do in a new place is note locations of everything valuable. This is perfect. Or where such things could be hidden. And I'm incredibly slow to trust those who seem the fairest often have the most to hide. I like that too. Never trust the quiet ones. Never trust the nice ones. So we did the 6. No, we didn't do the 6 yet. 6 and a 3 on the D6. Okay, so 6 and 3. 6. My other bond is someone I love died because of a mistake I made that will never happen again. This would cause trust issues, right? I'm going to blame it on somebody else too. Trusted someone and I made that mistake, so they died, and that's not cool. And the 3 was the other one, right? 3. If there's a plan, I'll forget it. If I don't forget it, I'll ignore it. I love this one. This is my favorite flaw in this background because it's exactly what I would do. All right, we'll get the plan ready. Let's go. We get in there, and I totally forget. Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. One of the greatest quotes of all time. Perfect. Perfect. Rush. Who is Russia Hamamalaloa Ala Aloa? Sounds like a Samoan word. Never trust the quiet ones. Yeah, I may put that in my notes. Yeah, this is I love it. I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, I think it's perfect. I love this character already. So, character details, physical, I'll do all that later. He's got to be skinny little halfling that is why is he so frail? Does he have like a bone disease? Like, somebody tell me why this person is so, I mean, probably grew up on the streets, didn't get a lot of nutrition, malnourished, but he's quick on his feet. But why is he so frail? It's like Glass from is that the emo guy? Malnutrition. He's hungry. Right? Just shriveled stomach because he had to eat so little growing up. Scam people for his meals, and now he just doesn't eat. Barely eats anything. And can't drink for nothing. Okay. Hit points. Proficiencies. All right. This is where rogues get ridiculous. I'm actually going to do... This is at a level 5. Because I need to get to that feature. That's a big part of the character. Okay. Rogue skills. What were our background? It'll tell us in here. So we have deception and stealth, which is perfect. Sleight of hand. 100%. He's a thief. But he only steals from people who have. I want to make this very clear. He's not an evil person. He's not going to steal from someone who doesn't have. Kind of that poor people code. Steal from the rich or people that are kind of douchey. Acrobatics. Jumping through windows and whatnot. I probably go persuasion over intimidation because he's a little guy. He's not only looks like a child, but he looks like a malnourished child because halflings are tiny. Insider perception. Probably insight. He's very mistrust. Both, man, it kind of needs both of them. Do I take acrobatics out for perception? I think he's more interested in people lying. That's a tough one. Yeah, 900 is acrobatics. I agree. The mistake he made was that he overate one time and it was too large to fit through some bars. So now he's got an eating disorder? What? Mike, are you giving my person an eating disorder? Persuasion, insight. Okay, so we're going with insight. Those insight checks. I really want the perception too. I'll figure that one out. Good point. He stays thin to do his job right. Have you seen his? Are you trying to say calves? He can't do a cartwheel. All right, so take out acrobatics. Okay, there we go. Calves. Okay. Oh, I love that he has an eating disorder. Just because he needs to get through small places. That's really funny. Okay. His dexterity is super high, so acrobatics makes sense. All right, expertise. What is he really good at? I feel like sleight of hand is the most important one. And then maybe persuasion. This is going to be really strong. Or stealth. Or thieves' tools. Thieves' tools are really... I forgot you can do expertise in this. Thieves' tools... Stealth... Persuasion. I kind of feel like he's got to talk his way out of trouble. So I'm going to go with persuasion. He's getting people into to play his games, and then using sleight of hand. If sleight of hand doesn't work, he's using luck. He can't take a beating though. So, all right, he was the fence, and that grease man. Yeah, the tools are really tempting. But I don't feel like he's breaking in a lot. I feel like he's conning people out in the open more. Like the way he gets information is not by stealing paper information. Like he talks people up, or he pickpockets them with his sleight of hand. He'll still be good with his thieves' tools. All right, sneak attack. Sneak attack is great. I'm not going to go heavy into that, but sneak attack, you get an extra D6 when you have advantage. Only once per turn, I believe, though. Once per turn. Thieves can't. You can speak a language just with other thieves. Cunning action at second level. Move and act quickly. You can take a bonus action on each of your turns in combat. This action can be used only to take dash, disengage, or hide. That's big. Needs to disengage and or hide a lot. That's why I'm going to go a little more range with this person, actually. Roguish archetype, soul knife. We'll get into that. So psionic power. This kind of goes with the whole luck thing. Is he can use, so when you reach certain levels, those are your dice increase. Some of your powers expend, so you can use the power if it requires you to use a die when your dice are all expanded. You regain all of your No, this is what I'm looking for. All right, so you start with a D6, and you get Psi Bolster when your non-psionic training fails you, which is all that stuff we just picked. Your psionic power can help if you fail an ability check using a skill or tool with which you are proficient. You can, which are thieves' tools as well. You can roll one psionic energy die and add that number rolled to the check, potentially turning the failure into success. So you get to roll a d6 at level 3. It jumps up to d8 at level 5. And you get to add that to any failed check. And that is, again, that's kind of that luck kicking in. And I really like that. You also get a sonic whisper, a psychic whisper. You can establish telepathic communication between yourself and others, perfect for quiet infiltration. So this kind of goes with the thief thing, where I can make a connection with one of your characters and tell you just in my mind without speaking, and we can communicate and pull off the job especially when I'm changing the plan on the spot. All right, he's a lone shark. He has to have a big friend somewhere. Yeah, I need muscle. So, Crixie, you're going to be my muscle. Using his smallish, frail form. Monica, I love this psi bolster knack and telepathy. My Soul Knife Rogue uses them all the time. Okay, so we have someone who's played a Soul Knife Rogue. What level, Monica? What level is your Soul Knife Rogue? Psychic Blade. This is the gambit part here. You can manifest your Psionic Power as shimmering blades, but I'm gonna just make them look like playing cards. Psychic Energy. When you take the attack action, you can manifest Psychic Blade from your free hand and make the attack with that blade. This magic blade is a simple melee weapon with the finesse and thrown properties. So if I take archery as my fighting style, then I can use that with a thrown weapon. I can also take sharpshooter, which is a lot of fun. And sharpshooter with all this luck is really nice. After you attack with a blade, you can make a melee or ranged weapon attack with a second psychic weapon as a bonus action on the same throw, provided your hand is free to create it. The damage die of this bonus attack is a 1d4 instead of a 1d6. How many times can you use the psychic blades on attacks? Is it just the amount of, because you have like some limitations to it, I remember. Level 3 is a tiefling named Hex. That's a really good name. Yeah, so Monica, do you remember how many, so at level 3, which is what this character is going to be 5. At level 3, do you know how many times you can use this before a long rest or short rest? Your soldier's clean. You're right, Crixie. Your soldier is clean. I need someone who's up for hire. What's up, DNF? We are having a good stream, I feel like. So I appreciate the likes. You can use Psychic Blade for all your attacks, but after the first attack, damage rolls drop from a d6 to a d4, like a standard dagger. Okay, perfect. So you can use it for all your attacks. Strong Carny vibes. Oh yeah, that's a good point. You know what else I hate? Carnies. Small hens. Smells like cabbage. That's a traveling carnival. I mean, that's kind of perfect, right? I was thinking like a criminal organization, but a traveling carnival where he's getting the best of people, stealing from them, then they just move on. I really like that. This guy will sell you a fake watch while you're picking your pocket with the other hand. Yeah, that's the idea. It's great for getting weapon attacks when you get to places where they make you turn your weapons. That's Monica. That's perfect. That's exactly what made me think of this. Was it happened in Critical Role Season 3, but it also happened in Critical Role Season 1 because I've been catching up, and I'm in like this. I was in the 60s or 70s when they had to go into another place and lose all their weapons. And I was like, this is a character that could go in to like high-end places and places where they steal all your weapons and you can just bust out the soul knives. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. Ability score improvements. I'm choosing a feat here, and we're going to go with the lucky feat. So the lucky feat, 3 times every long rest, you get to re-roll a d20. So you have 3 luck points. Whenever you make an attack roll, an ability check, or saving throw, you can spend 1 luck to roll an additional d20. You can choose to spend one of your luck points after you roll the die, but before the outcome is determined. You can also use them to re-roll an enemy's... So let me just read how it says. You can also spend 1 luck point with an attack roll is made against you. So an attack roll is against you. You can roll a d20 and then choose that for the person attacking you. If someone else uses a luck point, they cancel out. cancel each other out, and you take just whatever is rolled. So this is a great feature for any class. I think this is a super strong feature for any class. Doesn't matter who you are. I would take this over most things. All right, so that's the question. All right, well, let me catch up first. All right, this guy is like Ringmaster. He uses his size and his charisma, marks targets for others to steal from. Yeah, he could, or the Ringmaster uses him, and then he eventually is going to take over that place. But 100%. Please tell me this dude is old and has a bald head with like 5 hairs on it. I'm not giving him the Homer Simpson hairdo. He's got charisma, right? This guy is not that. He's not that sleazy. He's just malnourished. He's just malnourished and needs to eat and get a roof over his head. Lots of movie references. Yeah, 100%. Ellie, Steel, Danny Ocean. Well, we picked. What was the Danny Ocean or the Ocean's 13? It was something 14 that he said. I put it in the notes if we can't find it. So that's the other thing. Is he a bank robber, high-end bank robber, or is he a carny? Two very different things. We're not running full on heists from the carnival. It's very low end. I mean, he's a carny, so yeah, cardboard box. I mean, he just needs a tiny roof. He could do like a dollhouse or something. All right, so there's my 5th level rogue. I think this is a very flavorful character. I got it. Let me add the equipment. I have to see Rivers 14. Thank you, Mike and Monica. I have to see after I add the equipment. I got to see this character's AC and stuff. This is going to be great. All right, equipment. Rapier's short sword. I kind of like Rapier's kind of smooth, right? I kind of like that. Short bow. Yeah, let's go with the short bow. He's going to do some range stuff eventually. Burglar's pack, 100%. And where are my daggers? Did they not have an option for daggers? I'll buy some daggers. He's got to have daggers. Okay, leather armor, 2 daggers, and thieves' tools. Okay, perfect. He's got that. Do I need a burglar's pack then? Bag of 100 ball bearings, 10 feet of string, a bell, 5 candles, crowbar, hammer, hooded lantern, 2 flasks of oil, 5-day rations, tinder box, water skin, and has 50 feet of hempen rope. You know, that's a kind of a mishmash of things. I'm going to keep it. I like it. I think there's some fun stuff I can do with the burglar's pack. Crowbar, set of dark common clothes, pouch cane. Perfect. Okay. Let's take a look at this character. He can totally pick his teeth with the rapier. Can you imagine? It's more like a letter. Like how this rapier's got to be like this big, right? That big. He has 15 AC? Is that deck space? Why was I thinking Constitution? All right, so -2 Constitution. Look at those. Okay. The psychic dagger attacks, blade attacks, are 1d6 plus 5 for the first one. 1d6 plus... Is that -1? Why is it -1? 1d6 -1 for the second one. That's weird. So I could do 0 damage on the second attack? That's weird. I would probably do sharpshooter for that second attack every time then. Because that's going to be a plus. Oh, that's strength. Okay. We're not doing strength. We're doing dexterity. Okay, so it'll be 1d6 plus 5 for the first one, and then the second one will be 1d4 plus 5. Monica, is that second strike must... Oh, the second strike must use strength? No. I was wrong. I didn't read the Perthethith. So the second attack... well, when you do the second attack, it's one. You said it's 1d4. Do you add the modifier, or do you need the dual? Do you need some feature to do that? Oh no, his strength is staying. Even if I have to use that, I'll just use sharpshooter on it. It'll be fine. All right, let me go back and read some chats here. Yeah, dagger. There you go. Dude totally uses daggers. Yeah, for sure. He's kind of got the little New Yorker vibe to him. Like, hey, how's it going? You gotta play some 3-card Monty or something? No big deal. Yeah. A lot of that, a lot of Tiskin and stuff. 100%. Gotta go get those candles since he won't be able to see in the dark. Yeah, in his dark, tiny cardboard house, he's gonna have candles. Yeah, I can totally see him doing that with daggers. It's the dex. Okay, good. So constitute or armor's dex, so he's tough to hit. It is once he hits him. He's got 18 at level 5. He has 18 health. Oh, he can get one shot. He's gonna get one shot. He's gonna die. This person's gonna die. -1 because of strength. Second strike must use strength ? Maybe you should put strength back. He's got a fake roll. I mean, he's got just fake jewelry. He's got a little trench coat for sure with some fake jewelry, but he's gonna be able to sell people on it. And even just while they're looking at it, he's gonna get the coin pouch, swap it with his, do the little Indiana Jones going on. Yeah, that 18 health is brutal. I love it though. That's gonna make me play him different. I have to be very, very careful with him. Oh, those luck points are gonna he's gonna need those luck points. What's the Cloak of Displacement do? Oh, that is so rough. That is so bad. 18, for those you don't know, 18 health that's like level 1 character health pools right there. Like, we'll go back and we'll look at Crixie's character's health pool at level 3 just to just to show. Oh, there's gonna be some stuff that just hits him. There's certain things that just hit you. They're gonna kill him. What's disadvantage? Oh, that's what the cloak does. Improves his AC by 1. I'm not so worried about his AC. A lot of hiding and stuff. I'm worried about that 18 hit points. That is really bad. I love it. I mean, as Toodles. And the name's Toodles. I can do that. All right. Did we ever figure out the attacks? Vax went through a few cloaks, but I think Vax had that cloak. Yeah, so action, I can take this, and then bonus action is 1d4 plus 5. Okay, so I was right. Well, I was wrong first, and then my correction was right. So I can first attack, Psychic Blade, throw it, 1d6 plus 5. Second attack, throw it, 1d4 plus 5. Still solid. I probably, once I get Sharpshooter, I'll use that with a plus 8 to hit. That's going to be great. Plus the sneak attack damage. Going to be kind of easier to hit to get crits with. I may even go into some fighter. I may have to go into some fighter. Probably do 3 levels of champion fighter. So 17 rogue, 3 fighter, champion fighter. Make me crit on 19s and give me a little more health than what I've got here. Gold. Does he have a gold tooth? Sure. I'll put that in his character. Gold tooth. Like one of the sticky bandits. I foresee my character struggling to get along with this character. Yeah, Elliot, thankfully I'm not going to introduce this character into the same one that I'm going to bring you into. It doesn't fit that campaign. Yeah, you probably wouldn't like this character. Tell me, yeah, I'll do gold tooth. When I use it, makes him look fuzzy, like there's a slight aftermath. Yeah. I feel like we gotta watch our pockets. That also kind of makes it fun. Is the whole party is going to be very sus of me. They're going to be really worried about what I'm doing the whole time. Never trust anything I say. Once they realize who I am, I'm totally like campaign or first session campaign. I'm pickpocketing somebody. I'm going to text the DM, hey, I'd like to pickpocket. I'm not going to say it in front of the group. I'd like to pickpocket this person. And if DM's going to be like, hey, what's your passive perception? If it's not as good as my sleight of hand, I'm going to take whatever they got, and it'll be fun. And if I fail, I fail. But again, if I fail, I re-roll, so I have a good chance. Uncanny Dodge is great. So yeah, that half damage is going to be everything. I'm going to have to keep that. Yeah, I love this. I love this character so much. Toodles. Okay, so here's for reference. 18 on a level 5 character. Let's go back to the characters we brewed up before. Man, that took an hour. I was not expecting that. I may even look at level 1. Okay, so I made him level 5. Okay, Sergeant Dexo. Has 28 at Sergeant Dexo has 28 health at level 3. I have 18 health at level 5. You're a low-level politician, sweet, charming smile, but I can't do the Homer Simpson hairdo. I got to be a politician. Picking people's pockets at the same time. It'll be super fun to play, and he'll probably die, and I'll reroll something else. This guy, after having some success, will become a low-level politician. He's definitely gonna weasel his way into something. But he's not full bad. He's just he had to learn all this stuff to survive, and this is just the way things are for him. He only trusts a few people. He's kind of slimy and kind of bad. I think it's gonna be super fun to play though. Let's see. Let me see if I have a level 1 character that I can show their health pool. All of them don't have names, which means I did not finish them. Here's a Dragonborn fighter that I didn't finish. Or at least put a name to. Yeah, I didn't finish it, so... Oh well. Yeah, there are level 1s that have that health pool. Just for reference. So I guy's gonna be great and super fun to play. I'm up for that kind of challenge. Yeah, Loot Toodles. Name that you can trust. And my name's Loot Toodles. My friends just call me Toodles. I gotta have like a name for a shop and stuff. It's gonna be so much fun. I'm excited about this. Thank you guys for helping me create this character. It's I had the idea in my head, and seeing it fleshed out, I'm much more excited about it now. I was gonna make it like a detective wizard with a Chicago accent named JJ Bittenbinder. And if anyone's watched the John Mulaney special from a few years back, he did a whole bit about a character named JJ Bittenbinder, who's a real person. And he's a detective that talks to little children about very graphic things. And my whole character is going to be based off of him. But I like this one a lot more, so I'm going to switch it to this one. Dick Tracy. Man, pulling back Dick Tracy. We got a lot of callbacks this stream. Sherlock Bones. Yeah, this is awesome. Hey, thank you all for hanging out and sticking around. What did we even? I wasn't even paying attention to some of the numbers. Yeah, we got 152 people in and out. Averaged about 12, 13, 14. So we had like 15 at the highest point. So Totally fine. Tons of fun. Hey, I appreciate you guys. Thanks again. Hey, if you're new here, like, subscribe. I do this every Sunday, and then we do a Critical Role post-show every Thursday, and then I will do a one-shot probably on the Thursday that they don't do their show. So people have time to kind of try to join up. I'd like 5 people. Even if we just get 3 people from the chat, I'll bring 2 people in from my normal group. I will want to talk with you for at least a second on Discord, just to make sure your mic's fine and you have a good concept of what I expect and what we're doing, so we can just jump in and not have to explain a bunch of rules and everything. But it's super friendly for new players. I'm going to be introducing mechanics and stuff like that in game, so it'll be very helpful for new players who want to just learn how to play. I think even if you're just like Critical Role fans and you want to watch that, this will help you understand what's going on there a little bit better and help you enjoy it. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun. I did not expect to stream this much or this long, but it's totally worth it. Like, time flew by. Oh, sorry, it is. I think it's NerdLab Brian on BRIEN. Someone had NerdLab on there, like the jerks. Let me pull it up. Yeah, NerdLab Brian. I'll put it in the chat. I spell my name weird, like Conan O'Brien. Hold on, do I leave the B out? No, I don't. Okay. And I'm working on doing some fun stuff with Twitch with like overlays and stuff. I got a buddy who's really like his Twitch. He basically makes half of his living on Twitch. So he's going to help me do a lot of stuff. His is more Halo centric. He was RJ. If you see RJ in here, he does a lot of stuff with Halo and everything. But he's going to help me out and help me set up Twitch to do some kind of really fun, cool stuff. So, hey, I appreciate that. Appreciate the follow. Yeah, once I get 50 follows over there, it really puts me in another bracket where I can do some really cool stuff. And we'll probably stream the one shot to both. Night Hunter, we do not have a healer yet, so we're open to healers. I don't necessarily believe in like the Holy Trinity, tank, DPS, and healers, but I appreciate and I like to have a healer in the group, and I like to have a tank in the group. But I don't think you have to in D&D, and I think you agree with me there, but it really helps to have that kind of healer and or support role. My personal belief also is that mitigating damage is more important than healing, as long as you have somebody that has like some low level, like a ranger that has a low level heal spell just to bring people up out of unconsciousness. So just my personal stance, but I like healers. War clerics are super fun. They have enough healing, but I think mitigating damage is the most important. That's why I like to play bards that stop hits from even happening. So, well, all right. I'll stick around for a second for any other questions. But those are the characters. I think they're great. We got Sergeant Dexo Rhinoheart, Toodles, and Ramses Pundik Radabastion, who is also, what was the name? Something Dark. I'm going to pull it up. Asher Dark, the performer, the bard. I'm going to figure out why that didn't work as well. So yeah, just hit me up in Discord, and I will be happy to discuss. And yeah, having a veteran player would always be great, as long as, anything I do wrong or that you feel I do wrong, just for someone like you who probably knows a ton more about D&D than I do, just hit me up outside of like the stream. I'd appreciate it. I'm always open for critique and criticism and learning more, just not in a way that would disturb the stream. Or the game, rather. Dwarf War Cleric Healer named Chunko Light. I love it. That's so good. Okay. All right, everyone. Well, I'm going to end the stream now. I appreciate you guys stopping by. And I will... They are doing Critical Role. I'll see you guys on Thursday, Critical Role. I may post like a video or two before then, so look out for those. But all right, lots of fun. We'll see you guys later.